Hi traders, it's Chris. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. And gold has bounced off support here on the advanced pro charts, gold on steroids, combination price action charts. As we can see, if you don't have this combination of demand and buy power, sell power above 60, then you need to get this urgently, because this is a game changer for many people, as you probably realized in the signal room. Now, if you flick to the 30-minute chart, you get exactly the same. So you can actually day trade it, position trade it, whatever you like. And I'll go through the charts for you, but of course we've got the meeting today with Trump and Putin, and the whole market is waiting to see what occurs there. I suspect nothing will happen. It will be a bit of a meeting to organise another meeting and kick it down the road, probably for another week. So, but this combination, which is what you're looking for throughout the charts, whatever time frame you're talking about, then you're just waiting for the price to come into this area here. Demand, buy power, and of course it's failed 3 times to go any lower, so that indicates that there's a strong support line anyway there. So hopefully that's helpful. We did have a sell overnight. Hopefully you got that into this area, 33.54 down to 33.35. Hopefully you got that signal. And I do post the signals. Let me show you this. So this is the Telegram channel for VIP members live signal room. So there's not many members. This is fine. It's all right. If you don't want a signal, that's fine. So they are specifically enter points, stop loss points, protected stops, and several targets, depending what you want to go for. So I sent this at 6:17 this morning. And so we said sell at 33.47, and our target was hit at 33.35, just below, just above the support line. So that was good. We also had a buy signal on the previous day at 18.36, based upon this chart here. So 33.33, just around here. And as you can see, it went to target quite nicely, 33.41. So if you want the signals, it's 50 quid a month. If you want me to spend more time telling you where I'm going long, where I'm going short, I might not trade them all. I don't always trade them all because I'm not at my charts all the time. As you know, I don't want to be at my charts all the time. So it just gives you an indication here. So here's the Aussie. So buy 64.88. Don't know what it's doing now, but I know it's making a ton of money. And oil and US Swiss and Euro Pound. Don't know what that's doing, but I know it's making a ton of money. So you're just looking for the price to come into a very high buy power above 60. Above 65 is even better, to be honest. And you can see a nice, beautiful double bottom there, which is, so you're going to get in early possibly if you want to, or you can wait for the price to move above the 20 moving average. Let's have a look at the markets. So you can't have half the tools. It sounds a bit funny, but it only tells you half the story, of course. So you have to have the full advanced pro charts to actually be ultimately successful. There's been a few questions coming in, which is great. Thank you so much. And one of the questions was, how can I trade oil? And I'm going to cover that one in the next few minutes. Actually, we can do that now before we go into the markets. Nothing's happening anyway. So let's go into oil. This is the way I would do it. I don't trade oil, but this is something that I posted earlier today in the VIP room. So have a look at oil. So you definitely don't want to be buying up here. Remember, nobody's got this. Nobody has this combination. The settings are very specific. So here we can see the price coming up into supply and a combination of a very strong sell power of 62. Down here, coming into demand, and coming into a power of 68. And now we can see that there is no extreme price action because the prices are moving sideways, and that's perfectly normal. What you're looking for is extreme price actions using this technique. So you're looking for a combination of things. You're looking for divergence, convergence coming into this area here, and then it gives way high liquidity areas. So in the same instance here, for a buy signal, you're looking for combination, convergence as we call it, divergence. Don't wait for change of character. You can wait for change of character, of course. You can put the tools on and then you can actually wait, be a bit more patient if you wish. So on this area here, you've got a sell, divergence, blah, 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 into sell zone, and the breaker structure is here. So if you're not buying into this area here, you're missing out on this. Okay. If you're waiting for change of character, it's perfectly acceptable. Don't get me wrong. Wait for everything to go green. Here. Stop loss here. 2 times. Okay, so from this information, we can see that the change of character has occurred. So it's moved up, sell here. This is a 30-minute chart, by the way. So you can use a 5-minute, but top-down analysis is really, really important. Okay, especially with any kind of commodities, they are like a wild horse sometimes. So just be aware of that. If you're trading commodities, including gold and silver, they can be a bit of a wild horse, or they can just go flat as a pancake like they're doing today. So that's one thing. So we're around 100 pips, 90 pips up. So you can take that money off the table, or half of it if you wish, because of the expectations of the meeting. Anything can happen, of course. Probably nothing. And the price and volumes will drift down, of course, heading into the weekend. So 90 pips is all right. 100 pips is all right for a couple of hours work. And plus you had the previous move down from yesterday, which is a couple hundred pips as well. So congratulations to members. Let's go into the markets and just have a quick shifty. See what's going on. Probably nothing. This is interesting. It's an interesting chart on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 2 hour so it gives a little bit of a clearer picture. Ooh, that looks nice. I like this. This looks like stronger dollar is coming. Not confirmed, of course, and I don't trade the DXY, but looks like we're going to get a nice bounce off of here. This is a typical pattern which then bounces off that and starts to move up. Just want to change my color because we've gone on the light side. So let's have a look around. First of all, just had a quick look at the stock markets, and they are completely flatlining across the board. We can see if you just flick through, just nothing going on at all, which is no surprise really. The Aussie USD, I did put a signal into the VIP signal room. If you got that, and I give you, don't worry if you're not in the signal room, I do give you trading outlooks so you can make your own mind up where the stop is and where the targets are. That's up to you. Totally acceptable. And as we can see, the price is moving up from very strong demand. This is a 2 hour chart. Let's go down to the 1 hour and we can see a couple of things here. So can you see this? Has the penny dropped yet? Combine this with a strong demand area. You don't have to wait for the change of character if you don't want to. But what you can do, of course, is you can have a trade here at the very early part of the move to get in early with a nice tight stop, like a sniper trade if you like. But then you can re-enter again once you get change of character and the price moves above or below the 20 SMA. So buy here, and then see that continuation pattern. So once you get change of character, that is a continuation pattern. The move on to the demand area in this instance is a reversal pattern. They're the two differences really. Very simple, very straightforward. It doesn't get any easier than this to make a lot of money. Let's have a look at the pound, euro pound. Oh yeah, that's all right. So yes, we had the same thing. You're not looking for anything different. Into strong demand area. You've got this here below this. Now, the key here, and I'll show you some examples, is that you are looking for buying power of 60 and above, very strong, combined with a very strong demand area already established. This area here at this point would not have been established. It's after the event and the price is doing this, which creates this demand zone. This is a 1 hour chart. Let's have a look at the 2 hour chart. Might be a better, well there we are, actually 2 hour chart is better. So we can see actually the demand zone's already been established from several months ago. So it doesn't matter about that, but what does matter is you've got a combination of these two events which gives you a much stronger, powerful signal to go long. Here, just go long. Wait for the change of character maybe, and then add to that position if you wish. Once it does this, you can actually bring your stop, as we could do that now, we could bring our stop to break even. Okay, so there's zero risk now. Okay, no one making money, but it's zero risk. Make sense? Okay, now on to the pound yen. Now this is something that we can go to the 1 hour, see what that looks like. Easier to see possibly. So 2 hour. So you can see the price moving up. And what's unusual about the early entry is you want to be selling when the price is going up. You want to be buying when the price is going down into that demand or into that supply. So we can see that this has been established as in terms of the supply zone. It's already there, 2 hour chart. It's already there, and the price is moving into this area with a beautiful double top there. So that indicates that the price is highly likely to continue down. And once you've got to that position, just do that, and then just move it to break even. Or take profits off if you're happy with your profits. I'll be closing this by the end of the day and then seeing what happens there. Canadian yen I posted in the VIP room as a trading outlook. In the VIP signaled room I gave you specific entry points and also protected stop and target. So well done to you guys. No money in it yet, but that's okay, we don't mind. The setup is exactly the same. Nothing ever changes. Into very strong demand, double bottom into this area here. Buying power 69 very high. Demand area already established. So all you need to do is enter the position here and then put your stop below here. The protective stop is here. Risk 2% or whatever you've got in your account. And then go for 2 times risk. You've got a target here and you've got a target way up here as well. This could fly. Another one to watch out for, remember, convergence, divergence, powerful leading indicators using support in this instance with a buying power of 72. Could get even stronger as time goes on, tends to do that. We can see here that the entry point is around 86.80. Take note. If you're not trading it, just take note. And the target would be here 88.20. So anyway, now you can buy it here, but it's floating in midair. Do you see what I mean? This is not floating in midair. This is not floating in midair. So you want to make sure the price is coming down into an extreme price cycle so that there's highly likely to be a very strong high liquidity zone coming into that, and then it'll be driven much higher to give you your 2 to 1 risk to reward or more in some cases. If you get in very early, you can get, it's not uncommon to get 10 times risk to reward, so look out for that. So buying in at 86.80 makes sense, or even on this number here, whatever it is, 86.90 to be sure, and then just make sure your protected stop is below this support line here. Does it make sense? I don't know. it's equally important to understand what is not a valid trading opportunity. This is the pound Swiss. We can see here that the price is coming into supply and will probably go down. There's no doubt about that. However, it's not valid for us because of the weak signal sell power. This indicates that there could be a breakout to the upside. Now, when it gets to this area here, up here, there could be a different story. Probably will be. And this will be pushed higher, and the number may get higher above 60, 70, 80 if it's a very strong supply zone from previous months. So understanding that is really important. I posted this into the VIP room as well. It's not much, it's 37 pips, but using 16 pips risk to reward, so make your mind up really. It's a little one, but the rules are the same. The rules are the same. I am selling into the supply zone. I'm selling while the price is going up, and my stop is above the previous swing high from previous months, and sell power of 68. So this is a good example. So understanding the concept of the trading strategy using the Advanced Pro charts will empower you to far more successful trades and avoid the trades that shouldn't be traded, like this one. So what's wrong with this picture? We've got a sell power of 61, but what's missing? Well, there's a couple of things missing. First of all, we have no supply. Supply is right up there, which indicates there's further strength in the market despite the sell power of 61. Now, even if the price does this and goes down, I'm not interested, because it doesn't fit our criteria or trading strategy. So this is vital for your long-term trading success. So if you've got a gap here like this, you know immediately that there is something wrong with this picture. The other thing missing is recent divergence. We don't have this going on. So this is a very, very, very weak signal and highly likely to fail to the downside. This is one I missed. If you have the charts and you trade it, congratulations. So a power of 676, very, very high. Very, very strong signal to the downside. So but selling into this area, selling here, does that make sense? It's not hindsight. Well, it is. But if you're in there at this point here, we know from this that it's a 76 power signal. We know from this that there is a very strong supply zone where there's lots of institutions getting ready to sell this. The price went down. There's the 1 hour chart. Okay. So if you missed the opportunity to get into this here, fair enough, you might not be at the chart at that time. You can get into the chart there below the 20 SMA. Look where your target is. You've got a strong buy demand area. You don't want to be going short here. Exit your trade. Just a quick look at the US dollar pairs. This was a signal I sent into the VIP room and a trading outlook, which I mentioned in the VIP members room. And this is the 1 hour chart on the thing. So markets are dead. Let's take 21 grand off the table. And so and the reason for that is because it's Friday, volumes will be dropping, and the price is not particularly rallying as such. And if you look at the hourly chart, there's some FVGs being formed here on the Advanced Pro charts here. So there is possible selling opportunity. I'm not selling it, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying take your money off the table sometimes makes sense. So on to the euro dollar, and the rest of the markets are pretty much dead. But it's interesting, isn't it, how we can actually fill the time up with these coaching ideas, and they really come from your questions. I'll go into a day trading technique which you can adopt and use immediately once you've got the charts. And of course, don't forget the charts and the Advanced Pro charts and the Gold on Steroids software comes with 12 months coaching, 12 months support. You know, I'm here to support you. I love what I do, and I'd love to help you in your trading journey. So here we can see euro dollar. What do you see? Are you going to be buying this? Buy or sell? There we go. Little survey. Okay, so let me help you out here. Sell, power sell 71, very high, into supply. So what are we going to do? Well, I won't be doing much today probably because of the meeting. But if I see this going in normal circumstances, I'll be selling here immediately with a protected stop here and with a target here. That's what I'll be looking for under normal circumstances. We're not seeing normal circumstances, of course, but we are seeing some profits along the way, so that's okay. So let me take you to, before I go off for the weekend, let me take you to the idea that I have for day trading if you want to. Totally up to you. I'm not a day trader, but there we are. And this is the euro dollar, using the same technique, using the same advanced pro charts on the 30-minute chart. And you can dial down to the 5-minute if you want, totally up to you. So this is the 30-minute chart on, what is this, the euro dollar. Okay, do I need to say anymore? Really? The advanced pro charts tells you what to do. There is no analysis for you to do. That's the whole point of it. Why would I use a chart that doesn't tell me what to do after 35 years? Let's change that colour. So here we go. Divergence, tick. Let's tick it. Demand, tick. Power 83, tick. I'm not interested in this here, really, because it's not been formed at this point. I'm more interested in this here at the bottom, because the power 83 has started just above it. And of course, what you can do to ensure it is just make sure your stop is either your stop is not going to be right close to this market, because you're getting in really early and you could get tripped out. You have to have a decent stop. So in this instance, I will be using this area, which is vulnerable, it's aggressive, but more likely this area below the demand, strong demand area here coloured in green. Okay, so your entry is there, your target is there at the top. Okay, you have a previous week's high here, you have a previous day's high here. It's come into the daily high, hit it, and now it's hesitating. So you could have had something like this. There. Yes, if you're aggressive, get in there. Okay, so you got 1.5 risk to reward. Let's have a look at another one. New Zealand USD. Let's have a look at this. 69. Sell power 69 with divergence, convergence, divergence. And look at that. If you missed it there, look how it comes back into this area here and then gives way. If you don't get in there, get on break of structure. Totally up to you. One more, and then we'll call it a day. Don't want to waste any more of your time, your valuable time. So here we go. Power of 66 on, what is this? US Canadian. Power of 66. Above 60. Above demand, actually right on the money, isn't it? So we can see this demand area here has already been established. That's the key. You don't want to be buying just on this alone. It doesn't work. You want to make sure that at the same time you have convergence. Notice this little star here. See that? That's a buy signal. All right, the price is reversed and created an engulfing candle or a doji. It's recognizing it and saying buy here. the Advanced Pro Charts gives you the entry point, gives you the signal, gives you the buy power, it gives you the demand areas, it also gives you the target. Here, enter, buy, target, here, stop, protective stop, there. Simple. Keep it simple, keep your trading simple, guys, and you will do ever so well. Have a wonderful weekend, by the way. I'll be watching Trump-Putin meetings, the after effects of that, but I suspect there won't be any more trades today. It's all going very nicely, but have a wonderful weekend.